What's happening, party people? Just a quick tip on educating your prospect or prospects. Sometimes they'll ask questions and they're asking them from their point of view. So if you're sharing an opportunity with a prospect, you have to understand that they don't know your compensation. They have no clue of what it is. So they're going to ask you a question that seems simple enough to answer. But if you try to answer it the way that they're asking the question, you will most likely either lose or confuse the prospect. So for example, if a prospect asks you, how much money have you made so far? Well, that's the wrong question to ask. And when they ask that question, they're demonstrating to you that they don't understand the compensation plan that you're currently working in. So one of the best things to do and the best way to answer that kind of question is, number one, I'll ask, well, how much money have you made so far? Well, what do you mean? Well, you're asking me, I'm asking you, how much money have you made so far? And whatever it is that you do. And you'll even have some times where a prospect may say, well, I need to see some, like, show me some of your bank statements or whatever. Okay, well, show me yours. Okay, you show me yours and I'll show you mine. Because what they're really trying to get across is they don't believe that they can be successful in the opportunity that you're presenting. And this is simply a way of stalling them not getting started or finding an excuse. So one of the best ways to properly educate is say, listen, I understand based on that question that you really don't know or understand how our compensation works. So here's what we're going to do. Why don't you tell me what you would like to earn? What is a goal that you have? And then I'll tell you what that looks like in sweat equity. And then you can decide if you're willing to pay that price or not. So that way we save each other a lot of time and going back and forth. Never ever allow a prospect to determine how you're going to do your business. And it's not about, you don't have to be secretive. Maybe you just got started, okay? And you haven't made any money yet. Well, you're thinking, well, if I say that, they're not going to be interested in the opportunity. Well, you have to put it in proper perspective. If somebody asks me that on my second or third day or my fourth or fifth week, and I'm brand new, I'll say I'm brand new. How much money did you make on the first 4 days of your job? How much money did you make on the first 4 or 5 weeks in your starting your career? Now, I want you to answer the question, and I want you to subtract all of the money that you spent getting the education, training, or degrees in order to get that job or start that profession. Subtract all the money you spent and then tell me how much money you made. Well, see, now they're going to look at you like, oh, well, if you want me to answer that, I was in the negative. I was literally tens of thousands in the negative or even hundreds of thousands in the negative. So now you're helping them to put it in perspective. If I'm sharing an opportunity and I'm new, that's the wrong question to ask. How much money have you made so far? You want to educate your prospect. Listen, a better question to ask is, who am I working with? Who's coaching me? What is their track record of success? What have they earned over their course of their career? And what did it take to earn that? If I want to earn what some of the higher income earners that you're working with are earning, what do I have to do to get there? Those are better questions. So a lot of times prospects, they don't know what they don't know and they think they know. And then you get shook because you feel like you should have a satisfactory answer when they're asking you how much money have you made and you haven't made any money or you're brand new, okay? So don't ever allow the prospect to hijack your process for sharing the opportunity. Maintain your posture, stay steadfast, and help them get properly educated. And if they want to be, arrogantly ignorant, then you got to let them go. Cool? Quick tip on dealing with educating your prospects as it pertains to your compensation. Boom!